opening the door for Donald Trump? I mean, is Joe Biden, we know he's fit for the presidency. Is he fit to run, or should he step aside?
Well,
are you
I got to say something.
If
I may, in all due respect to my friends in the media, we might want to concentrate on what President Biden has accomplished, which is probably the strongest record for working families in the modern history of this country. And then we might want to talk about why people should vote for him and why, in my view, if he runs, he is going to be reelected. He has an agenda. We don't talk about it in the media much.
That is so true. Yep.
Speaks to the needs of working families who have been ignored for decades. So when I go out and I tell people that President Biden wants to expand Social Security by asking the wealthy to start paying their fair share of taxes so we can increase benefits by $2,400 a year, people say, that's great. And when I say President Biden wants to expand Medicare so that we can cover hearing and vision, I know the media, these guys make a lot of money, not much interest in that. But if you're a senior who can't afford to go to a dentist, that means a lot. And if you have cancer, or have had cancer treatment, and you went bankrupt, or you lost your home because of the outrageous cost, President Biden wants to end all medical debt in this country.
That is Bernie Sanders. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Inside the Daily Gist. We are back again like we never left. Welcome back, guys, and thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening to me from. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you. Let's get right into it. You know, he is an independent right now. Bernie Sanders, he used to be a Democrat, but he switched to be an independent. And he is coming out, still supporting, throwing his support behind the current president, Joe Biden. But he made a statement that makes a lot of sense, that the media, they try to focus, shift the attention, to Biden's age. They ain't talking about his agenda anymore. They ain't talking about his agenda. What he has accomplished, what he going to accomplish. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people remember Bernie Sanders. He is for the middle class. And if he is throwing his support behind Joe Biden, the president, he believes in Joe Biden's agenda. Until Joe Biden said he wants or he is going to step aside, I think, you know what? Let's go take a listen more to what Bernie Sanders got to say. Then we're going to chit-chat, finish our thought on the other side. Take a listen, guys.
He has a massive housing program which will deal with the crisis that exists all over this country. He understands that in the midst of massive income and wealth inequality, maybe it's time for the billionaire class to start paying their fair share of taxes. And by the way, he is running against the guy who doesn't believe that climate change is real. Well, every scientist in the world tells us the future of the planet depends upon us acting aggressively to cut carbon emissions. So I think maybe if we start focusing on his record, start focusing on what he is trying to do, not only is he going to win, I think he has a chance to win very, very in a big way, because working class people in this country are hurting. They want specific ideas as to how their lives are going to be improved.
Y'all can see that Bernie Sanders, he is so passionate about this topic. People, he is so passionate about it. And just like Joe Biden as well. You know what I mean? Do y'all hear that? When was the last time that one campaign or one candidate actually want to focus just on the middle class? Because according to the report, about like 1,000 or just a handful of millionaires or billionaires is what American got. So for sure, the middle class is more than the rich, than the wealthy. You know what I mean? So it makes no sense if the media is not pushing out the agenda of Joe Biden that is going to benefit the middle class. And just like I said, if Bernie Sanders is still supporting Joe Biden because he believes his agenda, which is work for the middle class. Yeah, well, this was a very powerful interview. I'm gonna play out the rest of the clip, and let's finish our thoughts on the other side.
With women's rights, we've made it clear that virtually every Republican, not everyone, but most all Republicans do not believe that women should be able to control their own rights. We've got to take that fight on economic grounds as well. We have to deal with income and wealth inequality in this country. We got to address the reality that 60% of our people are living paycheck to paycheck. We have to understand that housing is unaffordable throughout this country. Biden has an aggressive agenda to deal with it. Trump has nothing to say on those issues. Let's get around Biden's agenda. We're going to win this election.
Senator, as you know very well, $7.25 if you work full-time, 8 hours a day, 52 weeks a year, gets you just over $15,000 a year at the poverty line for an individual. So whoever is president next, and I know you hope it will be Joe Biden, is there hope to get that number up to where it should be?
Of course it is. But let's be very clear. If you are watching this program and you're a worker in America, one of millions who are making $10, $12 an hour, if the Republicans win, if Trump wins, there will be no effort to raise the minimum wage to a living wage, zero. So we are trying to bring that wage up. We have almost every Democrat on board. I want more Democrats on board. But we have no Republicans on board to raise the minimum wage in this country to a living wage. And there's one other issue out there. In this, we have, in my view, a broken, dysfunctional healthcare system, which is designed to benefit the drug companies and the insurance companies. And by the way, President Biden has done more to take on the pharmaceutical industry, which is an enormously powerful institution in America, and start lowering prescription drug costs than any president in American history. But we also have a situation right now. If somebody has cancer, unbelievable. You have cancer right now. You got to worry about getting well. But you know what? 1 out of 4 people who have cancer treatment are dealing with bankruptcy. They're losing their homes because they're running up bills of hundreds of thousands of dollars. How insane, how cruel is that? The president wants to end all medical debt in America. That's a step forward. It's the right thing to do.
Senator Sanders.
Yep. Yeah, see why it's very important for the media to focus on Joe Biden's agenda, to focus on his policy, what he has done and what he's going to do. Yeah, I had Bernie Sanders. I believe that's why Bernie Sanders is still with Joe Biden, because y'all know Bernie Sanders has been in with the middle class, just like Joe Biden is. Y'all heard what he said? The minimum wage is still where? Yep, and they ain't talking about it. That's why we say the lawmakers, both Republicans and Democrats, they need to bring the bill that's gonna better the life of better the life of the Americans. In United States of America, the minimum wage is still what? Yeah, had it. So that's why he is coming out. You see how he shut them out like, yo, on this minute, I'm gonna speak on the agenda. I ain't calling for Joe Biden to step aside if he's not stepping aside. If he wanna step aside, then we know he has stepped aside. But until then, let's focus on the policy. What do you guys think? Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, they are on the same agenda, which is for the middle class people. Let's continue the conversation down there in the comment section. As usual, please, let's respect ourselves while we comment. This 2024 election year, information is the key. I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye for now.